Oh, what is going on, everybody?
Hello!
It is Pixbutters here, and welcome back to Phoenix Wright Spirit of Justice. We left off. We've had some revelations that Mr. Rias that is dead is not Mr. Rias, but Mr. Mystery,
as Apollo called him.
And Rettins is the real Mr. Rias, and now we have to go prove all the stuff, and now we're gonna try and prove that he didn't have to be there to commit the murder.
Yes.
So, who is the second shadow in the footage that we've seen since day one?
This
It's
dude.
gonna be him.
This poor man.
If we consider what was happening on the stage at the time, there's only one answer. The shadow belonged to the fake Mr. Rias. In other words, Mr. Man of Mystery. That's his fucking name. Oh my god. They didn't say his full name last time, so
I thought
they only said Mr. Mystery. But now we've got the full Man of Mystery.
Then why does the word Man of Mystery sound? Then why does that full name sound familiar to me?
I don't know, just because it literally is Man of Mystery.
I don't know. It's just it's spelled out looks
Let's
familiar
keep going.
too. The victim.
Yes. Please take a look at the prank plan script. Mr. Mystery was to pretend to be dead and then fly up into the air after that.
Dang, try to say prank plan script 5 times fast.
Plank plan script. Plank plan script.
You started with plank.
I thought, well, that's what you said, I thought in my head.
Prank plan script. What he said.
Oops.
Prank plan script.
Prank plan script. Prank. See,
it's
that right,
hard.
Mr. Rettins?
It's hard.
Indeed. What of it?
Can you imagine just him and it and be like, hey, say that 5 times. Paper. What? Dang. And then it's like, excuse me.
I can tell that's exactly what happened.
Children.
The victim was wearing a stunt harness around his waist.
He was like, I'm not a child, I'm in my 20s.
It was most likely attached to the stunt wire so that he could be pulled up into the air.
It's on his butt.
So you're suggesting that after pretending to be dead in the coffin, the victim flew up into the air just as the prank script says?
Exactly. We just couldn't see him go flying up because the dragon was blocking our view. And that last trick, ladies and gentlemen, is the true piece de resistance of the culprit's murderous magic show.
He's sweating. He's sweating. Don't tell me. You've got it all figured out?
Yeah, I think so. If we can just look beyond Miss Ritten's last bit of misdirection, we should finally be able to see the real truth. The victim must have been pulled up to the catwalk just like Mr. Hat, and hit the cushioning up there with considerable force. I just have to figure out what else happened up there at that time.
You've already figured this out long ago.
Like I said, I'm pretty sure it's probably since we've gone over the sword.
Elaborate, Mr. Justice?
I think it's Mr. Hat's sword.
Yeah.
Yes, Your Honor. I'm ready.
Since he's the one that had the steel one.
Yeah.
Or metal or whatever it was.
This is you.
Oh, in that case, please answer me this.
I thought I already read what I had to read.
Why did the culprit make the victim fly up into the air like that?
To murder him.
To murder him.
Jesus.
Just why did the culprit have the victim fly up after he appeared in the coffin? And how did the victim actually die when he was only pretending to be dead in the coffin? If we can figure out these two questions, how these two questions relate, the answer should become clear. Could it be?
Is he actually piecing it together now?
Mr. Mystery must have thought he was still just part of a prank when he appeared on stage. He probably didn't suspect a thing as he was being pulled into the air, after Miss Wright was called backstage and just as the set piece fell. But the culprit had already planted the real murder weapon in a cushion in the catwalk. It was probably a knife or a blade of some sort.
What? You mean?
Yes, it really was a magical murder. Just as the prank script said, the Mr. Mystery was whisked up into the air.
Whew.
And straight into a blade there in the catwalk.
God, can you imagine?
That would suck.
That's why he died of shock.
Yeah.
He wasn't expecting it at all. And
in other words, this murder was committed remotely through the use of a magic trick.
What?
Remotely?
Using this method, it wouldn't matter where Mr. Rettins was at the time of death.
That's
right, we got
really
you.
Big jacket.
It is.
But how exactly does it work, Mr. Justice?
Oh my god, what are we doing? Just when the murder occurred, the dragon set piece was up in the catwalk.
Yes.
It and Mr. Man of Mystery were connected to each other by a wire at the time. By carrying out the prank plan, Betty made the dragon set piece fall, which caused Mr. Mystery to rocket straight up and into the blade in the cushion. The cushion was high up enough to be hidden from the audience's view. That's why nobody saw the blade. And
He wasn't as cool. Oh, and that big gash in Mr. Hat's cape.
the blade must have been set up overhead somewhere before the magic show. Mr. Hat must have slashed by it too when he was pulled up in the cushion. That's right. That's why I think Trucy took the sword from Mr. Hat, so he didn't have the sword up there.
Yeah.
But there's a sword already up there in the first place. That was the only thing off on my plan.
Yeah.
Damn. Hold it. Oh, that's not the hole I was expecting.
I can't believe it. I had no idea.
She came out of nowhere.
I was told that Trucy would freak out if I made the set piece fall. That's the only reason I did it.
You were used, Betty. Roger Rettins used you.
I thought he was my little puppet to boss around, but it was the other way around. What the fuck?
After the incident occurred, Mr. Rettins arrived at the theater. He got the murder weapon and swapped the rubber sword with the bloodied steel one. That's also when he lowered the victim's body down into the stage.
But how did he have time to do all that?
When the set piece fell, the audience was evacuated from the building. He was able to do all those things after the fact because there was no one around to see.
A horrific murder camouflaged by a spectacular magic show. That sounds like the kind of murder only a magician could pull off.
As long as the show proceeds as it was scripted, Mr. Mystery was doomed to die. That's why it was you, Mr. Rettins, who killed the victim all the way from the TV station. This prank plan, or should I say murder plan, proves your murderous intent.
Jeez.
Grammary.
Oh god.
Oh god, oh god.
Jutsu.
There he goes. Bless you. Enough. You dim-witted, ignorant, imbecilic, putrid red pepper.
Really?
You can't possibly have a
God,
counter argument to make.
After I heard him chant that, your voice is so different from his actual voice.
It's fine. I gotta mix things up somehow.
I know.
Talk about not knowing when to let it go and move on. Do you have a rebuttal or something, Prosecutor Sadmati? No blade of any kind was found in the catwalk, which means you have no evidence to support your theory. But Mr. Rettins retrieved it after the fact. Which still leaves you with no way to prove your wildly fantastic remote murder theory. But without proof, does it not make more sense to believe that the murder was committed there on the stage? That's where the bloodstained sword was found, after all.
That is a very good point.
As the only person who could have committed the crime out there on that stage. Trucy remains the prime suspect.
Really, dude? The sword could have fucking fallen. Just saying. Gravity is a thing. Or apparently it isn't, because look at your clothes.
Well, I mean, all he's saying is that we have no way to prove that the sword was ever up there in the first place.
I know.
He's not denying the fact that it could have been. He's saying we can't prove that it was.
But I was doing a bit, and I thought it was really clever, and you ruined it by explaining things.
It would appear that what you would call truth is a little more than a cheap parlor trick. In the end, you have done nothing to prove the accused's innocence. It is time to at last to let it go and move on.
Your face is a cheap parlor trick.
Are you seeing this, Magnific Grammary? My magic is exacting punishment on your granddaughter. The Grammary name is done for.
Apollo, we need to hit them with a decisive piece of evidence here.
I know, that's just what I was thinking.
Mr. Justice, do you or don't you have anything to prove that the witness committed this remote murder you proposed?
Of course I do, Your Honor.
This entire incident was carried out exactly according to the script.
Right. So theoretically, there should be no evidence for us to find or use, which is the best bet to see if something unscripted happened. There's gotta be something Rettins couldn't have foreseen. And once I find it, that's how I'll expose his murderous trick. You ready, Mr. Rettins? Because I'm about to reveal the secret to your magic. There are no tricks or gimmicks here, just some good old-fashioned logic.
Ooh, twisting his own words.
Oh, we're in brain power mode. We haven't done this in this game. As long as the magic show went as scripted, the murder would have happened without fail. Everything in this case was carefully planned so that no evidence would be left behind. Still, one thing happened that definitely wasn't in the plan. What part of the magic show wasn't part of the original show's script? Bonnie's mistake with Mr. Hat.
Yeah,
This is wild.
it is.
Bonnie made a mistake. Bonnie made a mistake during Trucy's escape trick. What mistake did Bonnie make during the magic trick? Mr. Hat's positioning.
Yep. Dude, this is really cool.
Mr. Hat was placed in the wrong spot. Because Bonnie placed Mr. Hat to the right of the coffin instead of to the left, Trucy had to reappear on the side of the coffin opposite the one in the show's script. But the culprit didn't know that when he first arrived at the theater. Which means he was bound to make a slip-up when he tampered with the crime scene. Which part of the culprit's cover-up attempt was affected by the fingerprints in the coffin? I'm pretty sure. Because the fingerprints... Right? Or would it be blood in the coffin hole? I don't know. We can't really see much of the coffin hole there. So actually, it could be either of these two. Which one do you think? Is it the fingerprints on the coffin or the blood in the coffin hole? Because the fingerprint, we haven't gone over the fact that the fingerprints are backwards in the coffin. Remember that? They're facing the wrong way around. For some reason. Do you remember?
Yeah.
He was facing backstage for some reason.
It's just so weird how it says on the coffin instead of in the coffin. Cause like, blood on the coffin hole, you know, if she actually stabbed him, it would have been on the side that she was planning to be on.
Yeah, it could have changed which holes. So let's try blood in the coffin hole and see where that takes us. Okay, I think we did it.
Yeah.
Cool. The blood was on the wrong side of the coffin, too.
Plus, I think that it's talking about actual fingerprints outside the coffin. I don't know.
But yeah. Think Trucy had appeared on the left, the culprit must have put the blood on the left hole. But the blood was eventually discovered in the right hole during the police investigation. If the kid had originally put the blood on the left side, that means he must have tampered with the scene again afterwards to make it line up with the facts. To make the crime scene consistent with the facts, the culprit must have swiped the coffin sides? Swapped the coffin sides.
Oh, damn.
That's why the fingerprints are backwards, because he switched the sides.
The culprit swapped the coffin sides.
That's why he's facing the backstage. That's right, the left and the right panels of the coffin are interchangeable. The culprit must have switched the two panels to make the bloodstain fit the facts. But the switch might have also given rise to something unnatural. Oh, I remember now. There was something unnatural about that coffin, and that's just the evidence I need.
That's how they came into play. Makes sense.
It does. Sorry, Mr. Rettins, but I have some very conclusive proof of your guilt. Another bluff, is it?
Nope.
There's no way of anything of the kind. My magic is real, no trick. Excuse me. No, there are tricks and gimmicks to it, just like any other illusion.
Oh.
But what?
What? What are you saying?
After the murder, you switched the left and right panels of the coffin, didn't you?
Jesus.
And because you did, you left behind something very unnatural for us to find.
Sounded like he got shot.
This proves that Roger Rettins tampered with the crime scene after the murder took place. It's the fingerprint analysis, right?
Prints on the side panels. Mysterious. Prints on the top panel. Prints on the coffin.
Mr. Reese's palm prints are reversed. See
Yeah.
image. Yeah, this. So this is the big one. The fingerprinting results?
What about the fingerprints is unnatural?
Let's take a look at the prints the victim left inside the coffin, shall we? If the victim was facing forward in the coffin, his prints should have looked like this. However, what we found was they were facing the opposite direction. It's quite unnatural for the prints to be facing this way, wouldn't you agree?
Yep, he's realizing it.
It is strange, isn't it? But how did they get this way?
They got this way because the culprit thought the magic show had gone according to script. The culprit thought Mr. Hat would be on the left side of the coffin, and that Miss Wright would also pop up on the left side of the coffin as per the show's script. He then assumed she would thrust the sword into the hole on the left side of the coffin. That's why he put blood in the left hole when he was trying to cover up his crime. But sometime after leaving the blood stain, the culprit must have realized his mistake. He found out that, due to Bonnie's mistake, Mr. Hat was on the right side of the coffin. And that despite the script, Miss Wright had thrust her sword into the hole on the right. In short, the hole with the blood on it was on the side opposite that Trucy used.
Yep.
To make the blood's location fit the facts, he had to tamper with the evidence yet again. So he tried to cover his tracks by switching the coffin's left and right panels.
Oh, and that's how the fingerprints in the coffin ended up backwards. Because the culprit switched the two side panels around. The print ended up facing the opposite direction. But instead of going through all that trouble with the panels, why didn't the culprit just wipe the blood away and redo it on the other side?
I'm afraid that wouldn't have worked, Your Honor, because of a little something called luminol testing.
Ah, right, luminol. I almost forgot. Luminol can detect trace amounts of blood even if it's been wiped away, right?
That's right, Your Honor.
Emma
Wiping the blood
loves
away,
that stuff.
yeah, would have only served as proof of his meddling.
Uh-huh.
How about it, Mr. Reddens? I did a pretty good job figuring out your trick, didn't I?
Are we sweating? What? What now?
Trucy Wright could have done the same thing just as easily. You have no proof that it was this
Dude.
witness who tampered with the evidence.
Just give it up. Oh my god.
But I do have proof. What? A person who was in the magic show would never have made the mistake of putting the blood on the wrong side. Least of all Miss Wright, who surely would have remembered she was on the other side.
Oh my, you're absolutely right.
Yeah, dummy.
Why, you impudent.
Stop talking to yourself.
I'm sure you've realized by now, Prosecutor Basmati, I'm gonna call you that from now on.
Basmati, right?
You're gonna be reincarnated as race if you keep this shit up, dog. Their claim that Miss Wright is the culprit just doesn't hold up.
A bowl or a single grain?
Like an old grain. I missed what he was saying.
Oh.
Really?
Oh.
Miss Wright.
Isn't there a log?
I'm trying to remember the button. Why?
Sorry.
You and the accused are most certainly bound for hell.
Jeez.
Jesus. Really? Miss Wright and I? Because I think you're the one with the ticket there for trying to convict an innocent girl.
Oh.
Oh, goodness. Oh, God.
Jeez.
Oh, God.
What is this, a fighting game all of a sudden?
Prosecutor Basmati, are you alright?
Combo breaker.
For real?
As for the true culprit, he is someone who knew how the show was supposed to go but didn't actually see it. And someone had the chance to tamper with the crime scene after the incident. And the only person who fits the bill is this guy. Is you, Roger Reddens. Gramarye. All of the secrets to your tricks have been revealed. And with no tricks left, I'm afraid your show's been canceled. Permanently.
Woohoo.
Is it time for his freak out? All my secrets have been revealed. You say?
Uh-oh. What's going on?
His freak out. Oh boy. Don't make me laugh, boy. Mine is the true real magic. There are no secrets to reveal. Behold, ladies and gentlemen, the true power of the great mysterious. Witness my magic power greater than troop Gramarye's.
Where?
Burn. Crumble.
Jesus.
Follow the furious flames. The great mysterious. will bring an end to all of you. And now for the final layer of the grammar name. Right here, right now, you too. Shall but... Huh? No, this isn't right. No! Ah! No, I didn't do anything wrong. No! It's not my fault! I am no one to blame! I am the victim here! No! What? No! Ah!
What?
Stop! No! No! Curse you, Grammary!
Whoa, that was... something.
Huh.
That was very theatrical.
Well then. Curse those Grammaries. It's all because of them. Even now they wound me. Curse them all to the abyss.
That's just underneath the stage. I'm guessing that's Trucy.
That's gonna be the only one. That's the only
Yeah.
Grammary left, so.
Do you really hate us that much?
Unless Uncle Valent comes out. Do you really hate us that much?
Oh god.
Hey there again.
Does your hatred run that deep? Deep enough to kill an innocent man?
You're damn right. You have no idea what humiliations I had to suffer.
Damn, dude.
Your grandfather, Magnific Grammary, kicked me out after I got her practicing my magic. He said I was too unskilled, that I'd mess up on stage. He threw me out of the troupe just because he was worried about his own reputation.
You don't think he was worried about you?
Since I was but a child, it was always my dream to become a great magician. But that Magnifi, he took it all from me.
But that's no excuse. That's no reason to do something so evil. Magic is supposed to make people happy, not used as a means for murder.
What's the big deal? I just used what I had available to me, that's all.
I get it now. That attitude toward magic is why my grandfather kicked you out. You don't deserve to call yourself a magician.
Oh, shit! My gosh, she's dropping truth bombs on this motherfucker. Don't deserve? I don't know about that. After all, you were completely taken in by my magic, will you not? If not for that lawyer over there, you were to be on your way to prison as we speak.
You're right. I didn't see through your tricks.
You see? So in the end, Trip Grammar was defeated by the great Mr. Reyes. You're not fit to lecture me in front of, lecture me from on high, Trucy Wright. You don't even deserve to call yourself a magician, you naive greenhorn.
Boy. What the fuck is that laugh?
I don't know. That was a take that, Grammar. You lose. If anyone needs to learn to let it go and move on, it's this guy.
Ew, stop. That's so gross.
This cold in my prison both. I can't even do it with a straight face anymore.
It's mainly
Thanks to my
the
creation.
look on your face when you do that laugh. It's terrifying. Stop. Ew. That's nasty.
Oh, guys, you can only make that face to do it.
You look gross when you do that.
Bailiff, take Mr. Rittens away before he laughs again. And bring a fire extinguisher. That should be safe.
Good God.
Oh my God.
Looks like we've reached the end. I feel as though I've been watching a grand magic show.
It was close, but we just barely made it through somehow. Huh? Why does Trish look so down?
Miss Wright,
Yes, Your Honor?
I'm about to announce my verdict. Could I see that wonderful smile of yours? That smile of a true entertainer, as I do.
Yes, Your Honor.
Now then, this court finds the defendant, Trucy, Wright? Not guilty!
I got worried for a second. I'm like, we're gonna hear an objection from Mr. Basmati Rice over there.
Oh man, I'm so glad you picked that up.
Yeah. He's just like,
I need to go back home. I don't belong here.
Court is adjourned. I love the confetti every time. Sometimes I pick some up from the floor and take it home with me
Oh god, one got stabbed on one of my hairs. Oh god, take it off.
and put it in a little box. And I give the box to my grandson. And I'm like, look, this is from the court, it's from today. And then he has so many boxes of confetti with dates on them. It's like a scrapbook, but not really.
Okay.
Thank you for everything, Polly.
Oh, you're welcome.
Oh, Trucy! Grazie a Dio. That's Italian. Now you can open your show tomorrow, just as planned. Yep, and it's all thanks to you two.
Well, technically isn't your Mysterious dead? So you don't really have the person that's gotta, do half the tricks for the show?
Oh, but now that Mr. Rias is gone,
Yeah.
I'll need to find somebody to replace him.
No. No.
Hey.
No. I don't like the way she's looking at me.
Trucy, I'm so sorry about everything. Hey, what are you apologizing for? Roger Retton's used us. We're victims too. He even made me an accomplice to murder. But Betty, we have to take some of the blame for this too, you know. But even if we didn't know he was planning to kill Mr. Mystery, we did cooperate with him. It's all my fault, isn't it? Neither one of you is to blame. The only one in the wrong is the person who used magic to commit murder, Roger Rittens. Don't you think I know that? Say what you want, but I don't think for a second that I don't still hate you. It's not like I hate you or anything. I guess she really does hate me. But Betty, why? You used to be a huge fan of Trucy's. Hey, shut up! I've always hated her! Really? But if we hadn't seen Trucy's magic show, we never would have tried to become professional magicians ourselves, right? Speak for yourself! But Betty, you still have her autograph from... God! Shut up!
Was she acting that way this whole time just because she secretly loves Trucy? Wow, Trucy, I never knew that being the best could be so tough.
It's not like I like you or anything. Freaking tsundere Batgirl. Come on, Bonnie, we're leaving. We have to get ready for tomorrow's show. You're really excited about performing with Trucy again, aren't you? That's not true, so zip it, dummy. Oh, that's cute.
Goodness.
That's cute.
Yeah.
Good lord, she's straight out of an anime. Polly! Do you think I really am a naive greenhorn?
Huh? No way. She's not.
I knew that's what was bugging her.
After all, you're completely taken in by my magic, weren't you not? Yeah.
Yeah. We don't care about you anymore. You're right. I didn't see through your tricks.
You see? Great home.
Blah, blah, blah. Yeah.
Here's like great home.
Go away. Don't laugh, please.
Trucy, don't tell me you take what Merson said to heart.
Well, maybe a little. I didn't see through his tricks and I let myself be taken in by his magic. I can't trust myself anymore. Maybe he was right to call me a greenhorn.
You shouldn't take stock in his words. He doesn't even know the first thing about you.
Huh?
You're a wonderful grammar magician. You should be proud of yourself.
Thank you, Apollo. But what makes you say that?
I know you're a wonderful grammar magician because of this. I'm gonna save. Okay, so you're a wonderful grammar magician.
Ooh, we gotta get this.
I mean, I guess that would be the Grammar Notebook. That's the only thing that really makes sense.
She always keeps a smile on her face.
That has to be it.
My grandfather's notebook?
The Grammar Creed.
Yeah!
The true entertainer always keeps a smile on their face. When you're performing your magic tricks in court today, you showed the world your dedication to your troop's creed. Even through all the jeering, you kept a smile on your face and won the crowd over. You were everything a Magnifi could have hoped for in their air. You're a great magician, Trucy.
A great magician? Me?
You really are. That's why you don't have to worry about that what Rettens said.
About that Rettens. Oh, Polly, thank you. Still, I couldn't have done it without you. I would have lost my nerve if I'd been alone up there. But I was able to keep on smiling because of you.
Me?
I remembered what you said to me in the detention center.
After all, you're sure you swapped the swords, right?
Yes, I remember doing it.
Then I just know it wasn't your fault, Trucy.
But how can you say that? We don't have any proof it wasn't me. I mean, I know you're a great lawyer, Polly, but...
I believe in you, Trucy. And I believe in your skill as a professional magician. So I'm going to prove your innocence. Don't worry. You're going to be fine!
Yeah. Yeah, you screamed at the top of your lungs. Your words were what kept me going. Apollo, thank you from the bottom of my heart. Now I can be everything I was meant to be.
Trucy's real smile is the best.
No.
I'm so glad I could help make that happen.
No. Emma,
Emma?
I'm really sorry, Trucy, for everything. But why? Well, I wasn't able to convince Prosecutor Sanmari what a good person you are. And I had to testify against you, too. You have nothing to apologize for. You're just doing your job. You're too kind. Oh, I don't know about... Huh? Is something wrong, Emma? Oh!
Prosecutor Sanmari? What are you doing here? Detective Sky?
What? Yes?
I require your forensic expertise in order to close this case. Come, let us go. But wait, Prosecutor Sanmari! The trial is over, Mr. Justice. You and I are strangers once more, with no further need to interact. Strangers? Have you really forgotten all about me?
What?
You've really changed, Nayuta. Tell me to let it go and stuff? What happened to you? Oh, lawyer of impure soul. I have nothing to say to the likes of you. Are you serious, Nayuta? Now, if you'll excuse me.
The fuck is their history, man?
I have no idea. There he goes. There he goes again.
What was that all about, Apollo? How do you know Prosecutor Sanmari?
It's been 84 years. Let's just say we're old acquaintances.
Acquaintances? Seemed like something more than that.
Oh, we kissed once I was drunk. Listen, just let it go. Yeah, well...
You don't like to talk about your past, do you? Because you always change the subject.
You're
just like Daddy!
I guess I'll talk about it someday.
Miles, I swear! I was drunk, blah blah blah. You're saying the same excuses!
But for now, come on, let's forget about the past and celebrate Trucy's future.
Sure, if you say so.
Huh? Hey, it's Mr. Wright!
Put him on speaker, Apollo.
Babe. What's up, Mr. Wright? Apollo, how's Trucy? What happened at the trial? Did you get a not guilty verdict? Mr. Wright,
do I have to disown you?
Everything's fine.
Hi, Daddy! I'm okay now. Apollo might have the same problems as you. He's talking about, you know, is that she was found not guilty in a very dramatic turnabout. Plus, we saved the office. It was a great victory for Apollo. Hey, I'm not done yet, you know.
Oh, it's a lot off my mind. Can't thank you enough, Apollo. Now I know I can trust you to hold down the fort any time. Me? Really?
Daddy, no, don't do it.
Yes, you. You're a real full-fledged lawyer now in my eyes.
Oh, no.
A full-fledged lawyer? I still can't wrap my mind around it. Not even taking care of that. Just let you know, I'll be back in 3 years. I've got a lot on my plate over here. So it's all up to you to run the agency, Apollo.
Can you imagine?
Thank goodness you're there to take care of everything. And thank you, Apollo. No need to go that far, boss. Especially not in front of everyone. Oh, and by the way, yes, I am going for 3 years.
Oh.
I won't be able to make it to tomorrow's show, so I was hoping you could go.
Daddy, why?
You'll do that for me, won't you?
FaceTime or something.
Of course, I wouldn't miss it for the world.
Apparently my dad would miss it for the other side of the world. So
Full-fledged.
So, Daddy asked you to come to tomorrow's show, huh? As my assistant, right?
No, he just asked me to go cheer you on.
From next to me. Okay, and I'll be sure to save you the best seat in the house, Polly.
The best seat in the house? I really appreciate the thought, but
Good, then it's settled.
Huh?
Best seat in the house is on stage.
Cutscene. Or
Maybe?
maybe or maybe not. Penrose Theater. And then cutscene. Stage. I should have known.
I told you.
Oh no.
Oh, Apollo. Oh dear.
This is what she meant.
Told you. Magical girl Trucy Wright would now perform her greatest illusion yet. There are no tricks or gimmicks here, ladies and gentlemen. This is real magic.
Let me out. She's getting at me. Wait a minute. You're kidding, right? There is a trigger gimmick, right? I'm taking her to die.
Now then, Mr. Hat, you know what to do with that sword.
No, wait, stop. No!
And that is how Trucy and Grammarlyland ended on a rousing high note. With a big round of applause and Polly's ear-splitting screams.
What kind of an ending is that?
Of course, his steel practices came out in handy, didn't it?
Oh, man. Thin end.
Oh, man. Poor Apollo.
Poor guy. He goes through so much for that poor girl.
Like, they're pretty much already brother and sister, and they don't even know it.
Nope, they don't even know it yet.
Like, their relationship is already sibling-like. It's like, it's just,
Yeah.
that's a total little sister thing to do.
I assume they'll probably do that by the end of this game, because this is the last in the main line of games.
I would hope so. Like, they need to know.
Unless they're like, maybe in the future we'll release a 7th mainline Phoenix Wright game, or we'll just save it for one of the spin-offs.
I want them to know.
Don't tell the fan fiction writers.
Oh, God. Are you kidding me? That doesn't stop people.
I know.
It's horrible.
Anyways, we now unlocked episode 3, The Rite of Turnabout,
Whoa.
which we will go about next time.
I want to see my girl Maya.
And
All grown
as
up.
long as we go back over there, then that's what's gonna happen.
I know.
We're gonna meet her again. It's been so long.
It has.
It's been like it's only been like this is we haven't seen her since the 3rd game.
Years.
Yeah. We're coming, baby.
Yeah.